Hello, everyone, and welcome to Create This Book 2, Episode 11 by me and Moriah Elizabeth. Today, I'm going to be doing 3 more prompts in the book. Before I begin, be sure to like and subscribe, and let's see what I can come up with. The first prompt of the day is to create drips. Now, the natural thing to do would be to create drips, but I wanted to be a bit more creative with these ice cream cone and popsicle stickers that I've made, and they inspired me to make dripping frozen desserts. So that's what I'm doing. On the right side, I'm doing a frozen dripping popsicle, and on the left side, I'm doing a melting ice cream cone. So I felt inspired by these stickers and I wanted to go along with that. I decided to use Posca pens this time as well for their bright colors, and I just really wanted these to pop off the page. I went a little rogue and added a red cherry on top of the ice cream cone just to add a little more to it. And I still decided to make it pink because I think it's so cool that ice cream can be pink. There's not a lot of foods that are pink, and ice cream is one of them, so I decided to go with pink, and popsicles can be really any color, so I decided to make this popsicle blue. Summer is definitely on my mind right now, so I felt like popsicles and ice cream were the perfect thing to do for this prompt to create drips in a more creative way, because when you're trying to eat an ice cream cone or a popsicle under a hot summer sun, they melt and they drip all over the place. So I decided to create little puddles underneath both of them as well to show that they were just melting away. I don't really have a tan Posca pen, so I used this kind of pastel orange for both the little popsicle stick and the ice cream cone, and it's kind of a vibrant color for a cone or a popsicle stick, but we just have to use our minds and be creative and imagine it's the right color. So that's what color I had, and I did my best with what I had, and then I used a pen to go in and detail everything, to add some more colors, and to make it so you could see all of the lines and see where all of the drips were. Once I did all of the lines for the ice cream cone, I then went on to do all of the lines for the popsicle as well to show that it was dripping and to show all of the detail. This one has a little bite taken out of the top, so I wanted to make sure you could see that. And then I wanted to emphasize the drips, since that is the whole point of this page and of this prompt. And after that, I still didn't feel like the drips were looking drippy enough, so I decided to go in with a white gel pen just to make it look like it was wet and melting and that it was actually dripping and not just made weird. So that's what I did to add some juicy highlights to the drips. I went in with a white gel pen, and I think that solidified the idea of melting popsicles. I created a little bit of a shadow on both sides so that way they weren't just floating there as much. And this is how the page turned out. I think it turned out really good. My goal for it was bright colors and some drips, and I think I got both of those things. So I'm very happy with it, and I think it was fun and creative and a good way to approach drips. And now it's time for the next prompt, which was to draw on black. Now I have the perfect material for this. These awesome gel pens that are sparkly and glittery. I have a gold one and a silver one. So I started on the gold pen, and I decided to create a page full of stars and moons and just celestial type of shapes and things like that. So stars, moons, suns, those kinds of shapes, and I decided to create a kind of pattern on both sides of the page. But I wanted to be a little more creative than just using the gold on both sides. So I started off by using the gold to create the pattern on the right side of the page. And once that page was completed, I used the silver pen to create the same decorations on the left side of the page. So that way it would be a whole continuing pattern, but I got to use both of my awesome gel pens. I had a lot of fun with these prompts today because I got to use my favorite art supplies, which are Posca pens and gel pens, these awesome glittery, buttery gel pens that draw so nice, and I think it turned out so cool. I love that these pens pop off of the black page and it looks so cool on the background. So this was a really fun prompt and I think it turned out really well. So now it's time for the last prompt of the day, which is to create a daydream. And I have been thinking nonstop about summer because it's summer. So I decided to use that to inspire me and this page. My idea was to create all of these little boxes or almost windows into a view of the summer thing that I was daydreaming about. So I decided to fill each box with a different activity or scene or item that reminds me of summer and that I think about because it's summertime. So the first one was the beach. I love the beach, and when it's summer, I just want to go to the beach so bad. And then the second one that I did was watermelon because watermelon is a summer fruit. You don't really want to eat watermelon in the winter. So I decided to just keep going with those ideas, and anything summer related that I thought about, I decided to draw on the page. So for this one, I drew a little beach blow up volleyball type of thing. And I decided to use all of these bright colors that remind me of summer as well, and to create kind of like a graphic novel sort of assortment of pictures and different things that remind me of the summertime. Deja vu, which is kind of funny because it's strawberry ice cream, so if you get the reference, you know. So anyway, then I kept on going with more ideas. For this side, the left side of the page, I decided to start by making all of the boxes first and then kind of letting the shape of the boxes inspire what I put inside of them. So for the longer box, I decided to do sunglasses at the top and then a hot dog. In this page right here, I decided to do another fruit to match the right side of the page. So for this one, I did strawberries because that's also a summer fruit that I love. And then for the bottom here, I decided to do flip-flops, and they don't really look like flip-flops all that much, but I did try to make some flip-flops. And then I colored everything in with these fun Posca pen colors that are pretty vibrant and kind of funny. That's a funny colored hot dog, but hey, you work with what you got, and this is what I got. And I actually really like the color palette of this. I think a limited color palette just really helps so all of the drawings go together and look really good together. So I just kept working on coloring everything in and incorporating the same colors. I tried to kind of do a three-way kind of color scheme thing. So for example, at the end of this one, I didn't really know what colors should go in the background, but I decided to do blue since the background of the watermelon was blue, the flip-flops were blue-green, and then I decided to make that blue-green because it makes a triangle. I don't know, it's an art thing. But this is how this one turned out, and here is the stars again in drawing on black. I think this one turned out so magical, and it looks so pretty with the gel pens. I just love those so much. Here is the first one again with the strawberry ice cream cone and the blue popsicle with the drips. And here's the magic one more time. And here is the last one, which is probably my favorite. Let me know which one your favorite was. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.